guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm super excited because I am just going to get ready. This is going to be a super chill video, and it's just a video so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me questions so you guys can get to know me, and I got a few questions, so I'm super excited to answer them. I wrote them down on a paper. This is super chunty, but you know what? We're just gonna go with the flow. If you guys want to get ready with me, please keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna jump into the first question. I'm gonna be reading them off of my little cheat sheet paper. And the first question is, what's your favorite song to get ready to? So my favorite, I don't really have a favorite song to get ready to. I have a favorite genre, and it's gonna be reggaeton. I'm a Latina girl, so I love reggaeton. I listen to it whenever I'm gonna play music, when I get ready, when I'm in the car, when I'm in the shower. It is my favorite music to listen to. Like, I'll get stuck on one song and I'll listen to it for like a week straight, and then I'll like move on to different things, but reggaeton is my favorite. So I have gone to a few concerts, so yeah, I should probably start getting ready while I'm doing my makeup. So I'm going to be using the Marbadescu spray. I'm just going to spray it all over. My YouTube name, I have Zuli Carrillo, but my real name is Zuleima Carrillo, so that's why I put Zuli. It's very similar, but I rather put Zuli because a lot of people cannot say my first name. It's like irritating. It's like one of my pet peeves. A lot of people say Sulima or Sulema, but it's none of those. It's Zuleima. But anyway, that is my full name, and that's how you say it. Gonna be using the Smashbox primerizer. I'm gonna put this all over the face. So yeah, that's my first name. I am 27 years old. I am going to be 28 in 1 month, and I don't know where time flies. It literally goes by so quickly. Today I'm not gonna really do foundation, like not really do foundation, because I just recently bought the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I bought the Stay Assurance Water Seal Zero Smudge Concealer from JCat. So I got these from Kathleen Lights. She like was talking about them, and she said mixing them was like bomb, so that's what I'm gonna do today. This one is in the JCat one is in the color Soft Tan, and the e.l.f. one is in the color Light Beige. This one's like hydrating, and this one's more matte, so I'm gonna just use it as foundation. This is gonna be just for me to blend it out. I've tried this combo already one time, but not really like really trying it, just like because I bought it, and whenever I buy stuff, like, your girl opens everything and puts everything on. So yeah, I liked how it looked as like a foundation base, so that's what I'm gonna do. So what was I saying? I'm 27 going on 28. I live in LA. I'm currently in my boyfriend's house in San Francisco, so if the background looks different, that's why. I've been over here for like a month now. It might look a little bit white. I think it's because the e.l.f. one is a little bit lighter, but I'm going with the JCat one. Alright you guys, so first impression on this concealer, the JCat one, I think I like it better with the sponge, just because it doesn't make my skin look so dry. So alrighty, so I'm gonna go to the next question. Where are your parents from, and how many siblings do you have? So both my parents are Mexican. They were born in Mexico. My mom is from Colima, and my dad is from Sonora, and I am Mexican because both my parents are Mexican, but I was born here in the United States. I do have one brother, 4 sisters, and myself. I always try to say that I am a sister, but I'm not when I'm trying to tell people how many siblings I have. So I do have 5 siblings and myself, so it's 6 of us, and they are all girls except for my brother. He's the only boy. I'm the oldest, and my sister after me is 26. Then I have a 24-year-old sister. My little brother is 20, and my little sister's 8, and my baby sister is 3, so there's like a big gap there. But yeah, I have a lot of siblings, and honestly, like, I couldn't ask for it different because I love a big family. Okay, so I'm gonna add the e.l.f. concealer under my eyes to just brighten up that area, bridge of the nose. I feel like I don't think I'm gonna use both of these together as foundation, just because, maybe because my face is a little bit dry right now, but I mean, I like how it looks. So yeah, both my parents are Mexican. I am fluent in Spanish, so if you guys want a video in Spanish, let me know, because I want to do it, but I'm a little bit shy. My mom keeps telling me, do a video in Spanish, people are gonna like it. But yeah, if you guys are interested on a video in Spanish, let me know, and I will get that for you guys. I will do that for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna blend this concealer now. I think if you have dry skin, you're gonna freaking love the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, but if you have oily skin, you're gonna like the J-Cats. I think next time when I try the concealers, I'm gonna try them both together just under the eyes with my foundation, just because I feel like it's gonna be like nicer together. The e.l.f. one does crease, so make sure that you set that really quickly. You guys already know my favorite powder is the NYX finishing powder in the color Banana. I have backups. I actually have 3, but this is me finishing one. I freaking love this powder. It's amazing. I added a little bit more because I can still see the darkness under the eye. So someone asked me, is makeup and fashion a hobby or a potential career? And if a career, at what age did you realize this is what I love and I want to pursue? That's a really good question. When I was really young, I wanted to be a fashion designer, so it kind of came really easy for me, just because my grandma from my dad's side, she taught me how to sew when I was 11. So I learned how to sew with like a sewing machine at a very young age, and like I fell in love with it, and I wanted to be a fashion designer. So I always thought that I was gonna grow up and be a fashion designer. And I was in high school and I used to do fashion shows. That is so cute. I actually have pictures of it, where I used to make like clothes out of my mom's like sábanas and like cortinas and stuff like that. So like I was in high school, I think I was like a freshman, and me and my friend at the time, we like made up a plan that we were gonna do a fashion show. So I like got all my friends and like sisters and cousins, and we all like modeled, and yeah, I made a fashion show. So when I was a kid in high school, I thought it was gonna be a career, and then I think I was probably like 18, maybe like 19, I started working at Ulta Beauty and I fell in love with makeup. Like I freaking love makeup so much. Like I started practicing, like it was just like something that like just fell in love with like super quick. So then I started working at Ulta Beauty and doing makeup on myself, and I think that's where like I kind of fell in love with it, because like I wanted to continue doing it. But yeah, I think for me it's gonna be a career, or it is a career, because I'm currently working for Ulta Beauty, but like honestly, like I love it so much. It's my favorite thing in the whole world, just doing my makeup and like just like being creative. I mean, I'm still like learning every day how to do my makeup, but I've been doing it for a really long time. And I actually know a lot about like how to take care of your skin and makeup and like color matching and stuff like that, thanks to working for like a beauty store. But honestly, I think for me it's a career, and eventually one day I want to have like my own clothing store and like my own beauty supply or a beauty salon or something like that. So I think that was the longest answer for that question, but I mean, it's a really deep question, so you know. So I set the whole entire outer part of my skin with the Tarte Smooth Operator powder. It's like kind of a little bit darker than like the rest of the powders. Then I'm gonna go in with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I'm gonna be using the color Toffee, which is a 025. I'm using this as a bronzer because I don't have my bronzer here with me right now because they're at home. Like I said, I'm staying in my boyfriend's house and I don't have on makeup. So I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. highlighting brush, and I kind of do like this for bronzer. It's really good. Or not bronzer, but you guys get me, like the powder bronzer. You guys, I'm not the best at bronzer. I'm still kind of getting the hang of it and how to use it. So if it looks like shit, don't come for me. I'm still trying to like figure it out, like how to do it. I usually never was into bronzers because I was always afraid to use them, but lately I'm like, you know what? Practice makes perfect. So if you don't practice, you're never gonna know how to do it. So I'm practicing. Also, you guys, this is a fun fact you guys need to know about me. I own so much makeup, it's ridiculous. I mean, I've been working for a beauty store for almost 8 years, and I buy makeup, I get makeup, like I collect makeup, so I have so much, and I am never gonna get over, like I don't think I'll ever get over buying more makeup. Like, I love makeup, it's just an obsession. My little sisters, my little 8-year-old sister and my 24-year-old sister, like always tell me like, you have so much makeup, let me have some, and I'm like, no, but I usually give them makeup. Like, I'll get stuff at work and I'll give it to them, or my mom, or my other sister. But my little 24-year-old sister, her name is TT, I always give her stuff because she's like in love with makeup too. She does really good makeup. You should post throwback photos of like high school or junior high. I got you, girl. I'm gonna post a few of my photos of when I was in high school and when I used to do my fashion shows, so be on the lookout for that. What is one makeup technique you're not the best at but want to try? Damn, that's a good question. I think I already said bronzer. I feel like I'm just trying bronzer, but I feel like for me is like doing my eye makeup, like my shadow. I feel like getting more creative with doing it, I think for me is a little bit harder, and I really don't do it. Whenever I do my makeup, I do like browns or like something neutral. So I would say that probably doing my makeup, my eye makeup with color, and just kind of being more creative with that. I feel like that is something that I'm not like the best at, but I want to try eventually. So I need to kind of like start doing. It's like getting out of my comfort zone and just trying out new things. So I would say to that question would be eye makeup, colorful looks, something that I don't know how to do but I want to try. Ooh, so this is a good question. If you could collab with anyone on this platform, who would it be? Hands down, Kathleen Lights is my favorite YouTuber in the whole world, so I would love to collab with her. And I think I do have other few ones that I like to watch, but for her, no matter what she posts or at whatever time she posts, I like freaking watch it, and I love her so much. I just think she's so genuine, and I feel like if I knew her in person, like we would be best friends. Like, I love her personality, she's so cool, and our signs like match. So yeah, if I had like the opportunity to collab with someone or do a video with someone, would be like Kathleen Lights. I freaking love her. So yeah, like I've been watching YouTube for forever. It's like my escape, and when I started watching YouTube, I think I was like 18, 19, and the first YouTubers that I ever watched were Pixie Woos. They're actually the creators of like the Real Techniques. So I used to watch them, and I kind of learned how to do my makeup because of them. So like those are also like YouTubers that I will like never forget. I would love to collab with them. Imagine making brushes with them. I would die. Zoe, you are literally adding so much bronzer. That's because I feel like this side is really patchy, so. And sorry, buddy is barking. We're just gonna wait till he finishes. You guys, it's getting really hot in this room, so I'm gonna turn on the fan. I'm sorry if it sounds crazy in here, but it's hot. I'll be right back. You can never go wrong with a lot of blush. Well, not too much, girl, but enough. Because blush is like the first thing that like leaves your face. So I'm gonna set my face with the Marbadescu spray. This is the LA Colors Shine Bright highlighter. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I cannot tell you guys how amazing this freaking highlight is. It does like have a little kickoff, but girl, for $1, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like the best. So I'm gonna be using the a little tiny highlighting brush and just dipping it in, tapping off the excess, and like, please tell me you can see that. Like, oh my gosh, it's freaking amazing. For $1, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong, my friend. Alrighty, so the next question is, which is a little bit of a deep question. It says, what is the biggest regret you have in life? Dang. Honestly, I think I don't really have regrets because everything that I've gone through in my life has made me the person that I am. I know everybody says that, but I think for me, like, the first thing that will pop into my head was, or is, when I was about, I think 18, I had the opportunity to go to college for fashion design. I think it was like somewhere in Santa Monica, and at the time I was obviously living at home and I had a job and a boyfriend, and I felt like, oh my god, you know, all three things were like just crashing too much, and it wasn't allowing me to, I wasn't able to do all of it. I was going to school in Santa Monica, I was working in Culver City, and I lived in Bellflower. So imagine all of that, and also having to be on the bus. So I think for me at the time, I felt like it was too much, so I gave up on school and I kept working, and I just kind of gave into like the easy money. And honestly, like, that wasn't like the best like thing I could have ever done. And it's not even like a regret, because you know, you can go to school anytime you want, but the opportunity was there and I just kind of gave up on it. I think that would be something that I can say it's like the biggest regret that I've ever like gone through. But other than that, like, I think everything else is like meant to be. Like, even that scenario, like, it's meant to be. Like, I don't know, but yeah, like, I don't want to get into like super detail and stuff because it's not even the big deal in the world. But yeah, I think that was, I think for me, was giving up on school. I should have never done that, but you know what, you live and you learn, and it is what it is. Eventually I will go back to school, and now like that I'm older, like, I want different things. But yeah, that is the answer to that question. Alrighty guys, I have one more question, and this one is, what face mask do you recommend that keeps your skin glowy and fresh? Can you do a demo? Yes, I will do a demo. The brand that I like for masks in particular is the brand Mamad. I got them at Ulta Beauty. I did purchase 4 of them. The rose mask. It usually keeps you hydrated and it keeps your skin looking fresh. A lot of people don't know that roses are really nice and hydrating, and Mamad is a vegan brand, so they kind of do all the extracts from like roses and plants and water. It's water based, so it's really nice and hydrating. So yeah, whenever I get those masks, I will definitely do a demo for you, and that way if you feel like interested, you can purchase them. They're only like $3, you guys. Like, they're super duper cheap. Alrighty, I did my brows, and they are not twins, they are sisters. This one is bigger and this one's skinnier, but it's cool. And I'm not having the greatest makeup day today, but you know what, we're just playing around with makeup or practicing, because practice makes perfect. So I'm gonna do my shadow now, and I'm also gonna be trying this out for the first time, like a smoky eye. I want to do like a darker smoky eye. I'm gonna be using one of my favorite palettes. This is the Sweet Talk palette. I'm gonna be using 2 shades off of this. Well, yeah, two shades. I'm gonna be using the color Work It, and I'm also gonna be using the color Ice Me. So from this palette, I'm gonna be using these 2 shades. And then I'm going to be using the e.l.f. little tiny palettes. These are like $3 at like Walmart and at Ulta Beauty. And I'm going to be using the Truffles, which is this one right here. And I'm going to be using the Sugar and Cream. So the first color I'm going to use is the color Work It from the Sweet Talk palette with this little Essence brush. It's the Eye Blender brush. And I'm going to start like right on my crease and just work it in really slowly, going back and forth, and just using the size of this brush to kind of just keep it in that area. So you're going to basically work that color in for a while. You have to make sure that you blend it in really good, and just keep going and blending that color. So let's see, anything else? I have a boyfriend. We've been together for 3 years, almost 3 years and a half. He lives in the Bay Area and I live in LA. And eventually we will move in together. We're still trying to work on that, but yeah, it's a long distance relationship, and one day he'll do a video with me. I beg him like every day to do it, but sometimes men are stubborn. I'm also going to use this little brush. It's like a crease brush from e.l.f. and it's basically just to help me blend like this little inner corner right here, because we want to make sure that it's really nice and blended. I'm going to get the Morphe 507, which is like a tiny little pointer, and that's going to help me blend like the edges. It has like no product in it, like it has like the translucent powder, but that's it. And just help me blend those edges, because I don't want to like bring that color way up there either. Okay, so once I have the color there where I want it, and that was the color Work Me from the Sweet Talk palette, I'm gonna take the color Ice Me, and I'm gonna take it with the smaller e.l.f. like brush, like the little black brush. It's from e.l.f. It's like a little crease, like a small crease brush, like $3. And I'm gonna focus that color like closer to the lid to just make that darker, like right underneath the Work It color. You still want the Work It color to peek through, but not so much. And I'm basically just like going into my crease and just putting the color there. I'm gonna go dip into Work It a little bit with that e.l.f. brush and just use it to blend it right here. Alright, so now we're gonna go into the color Ice Me again and bring it a little bit downer to the lid. Lower to the lid. Alrighty, you guys, I totally forgot that I need this other little e.l.f. shadow quad, the Carnival Candy one, which looks like this. I was like, I knew I was missing something, but this is the one that I need. I need this color right here, this like darker color. You guys, I'm using like so many things, I'm sorry, but this is all I have. I don't have a whole palette or like one thing. So I'm gonna dip into this color right here, and I'm going to concentrate that right a little bit above that other color, just because like it's a little bit darker than the Ice Me color. I don't know if you guys can see, but and then we're going back to the Essence one and just helping blend like right on the crease, and go back into the color Work It to put it above, just so I can help intensify the shades. Same thing with the e.l.f. one, grabbing the color Work It and bringing it in here. And then I'm going to use the smallest little brush. This is from Morphe 2. This is the Morphe 213. It's like a little tiny brush, and I'm going to dip into the the brown and the black to make the lid super dark. But first I'm gonna do it to the brown. And then I'm dipping into the brick red again from the Carnival Candy, and the same little brush, and right above it I'm putting that color. And then I'm grabbing my e.l.f. one, I'm blending these two together. You guys, this is a lot of work. I practiced 3 times, but practice makes perfect, let me tell you. I'm dipping into the brick red a little bit. So now I'm using the brick red from the Carnival palette and the Ice Me from the Sweet Talk, and I'm going to do red on the crease right here. Right there. The crease. So back to the Essence brush and the color Work It. And right on the crease, y'all. On like the upper crease, like right on the brow bone kind of. And on this part of the inner eye. And just circular motions back and forth. Then again, repetitive shit, 507, and your little translucent powder or any light powder to highlight the brow bone and blend at the same time. Alright, and last but not least, y'all, I'm gonna use the black color or any black that you have, and with the small little Morphe brush, we're gonna put that red on the lid. And then your finger is your best friend, yo. A little bit of the black right on the edge of the eye. I'm gonna take a JH40 brush, and I'm gonna dip into the color Work It, and I'm gonna do it on the lower lash line. Then with the same brush, I'm gonna go into the color Ice Me, and a little bit goes in there closer to the lash line, lower lash line. Then last but not least, I'm gonna take the darker brown and just lightly put a little bit of that in the lash line. Alrighty, you guys, I did the other eye. They're not like perfect, they're not like twins, but like my sisters, and I used the lashes from Kiss. These are the Ritzy lashes. They look like this. Well, the box looks like this. They look like this. They're like really wispy. And I am going to do the inner corner, and I think this is what makes the look. I think we're gonna use the Bite Size Cream and Sugar palette from e.l.f., the little e.l.f. ones, and I'm gonna use the lighter shade, which is this one. Not exactly what I wanted, but we might have to mix it with the darker shade too. Oh, it looks more pink or bronze. I wanted it to look gold. The Sweet Talk palette has this shade right here, Early Morning, and it's like glitter gold. I'm gonna try a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up. I'm gonna put a little bit of that one on there. I had a lip balm on. This is the Awake lip balm. This is the Moisture Balm in the Watermelon scent, and I like it. It's nice. Keeps your lips moisturized, and it's from that like Tarte Awake brand. And I'm going to be using the Essence Stay. I'm going to be using the Essence Stay 8-Hour Lip Liner. This is a waterproof lip liner, and this is in the color Because Duh 01. Looks like this. These are my favorite lip liners from the drugstore. Comes with a little sharpener, and then I like this one in particular because it stays on all day.